Greetings, Lightseekers, and does this video have some insane games for you to watch? These are the games of Cosmo vs. Lifesabre for the Tavern Trials tournament, which is run by Cowboy Hat Valor, and it is a fantastic event so far. Some crazy games have happened, especially this round 4 best of 3 match of me versus Cosmo. Tentacles are definitely something you're going to see a lot of in this video. So please, if you haven't tuned into my stream, please give me a follow. I am on Twitch as Seeker Lifesabre, but without further ado, let me meld us into this video and you can watch the recap of what happened in Cosmo versus Lifesabre. This might be an exciting game of Lightseekers. Alright. This is my Captain Blacktail brew that actually is not mine. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. This belongs to Fatal Zeph. I made a couple changes, but oh boy. Tempas. I don't want to play a Tempas. I don't want to play a Tempas, especially if I don't have a blacksmith in my hand. Hopefully this isn't Tempas aggro. If this is aggro, I might just be done, because there's not a lot of survivability in this deck. But we'll see. Alright, so he's got a Rampart. So I'm gonna... A Rampart and a Nitro Hammer. It's interesting. Alright, let's just draw two. I'm kind of interested to see where he's going with this. This is not useful hand. Alright, so I'm just gonna let his Ramparts go out. I'll wait that out. If I can get a couple turns to build my hand size up, hopefully get my blacksmith so I can get my Shade Ripper. Alright, Time Shifter into the blacksmith. Okay. I know he has the blacksmith. He's got to have at least one other weapon. He's got the Nitro Hammer out. Let's just use this ability to get a Weaver. Alright. And at this point, I mean, he hasn't really done much. I'm just going to keep drawing. I'm really curious to see what he's building up to. Oh, he has a Shade Ripper. I wonder if it's going to be a Shade Ripper mirror. See what he's going to actually have going. Going to have tentacles flying. Tentacles all over the place. Alright. I'm just going to draw two. I don't care about his Ramparts. Hey, Razorgrass Shoe. Welcome. Bovasaur gives him the Thunderfin salute. Nice. Alright, so I got my Shade Ripper. I'd prefer to put it down with a blacksmith, but honestly, my deck doesn't really do much unless I have my tentacles out and the ability to use my abilities. So, let's just play this. And we're both at 30. I'm just going to pop out my Weaver. And then next turn, provided that he doesn't have an attack on top, I might be able to do a little bit of shenanigans, get the ball rolling here. Although I am tempted to play the Thunder Party. Oh, another Ramparts. Awkward. So, I mean, he's gonna have the Ramparts down. Me playing my Tentacle and actually using abilities this turn doesn't really seem like the best idea. I could Thunder Party this turn, but if he has any sort of removal in hand, then that's gonna be a little bit of a blowout for me. But at the same point, it'll also get rid of his Ramparts. So why not? Let's do it. go ham. Let's go big. I kind of wish that I was seeing the Fuzz Dog deck. I do agree with Bovasaur that these storm cards are a little bit meh right now. Although I am... Hey, look, a Shadow Puppet. Okay. Alright, he got rid of my Volter, which is kind of upsetting. But in the grand scheme of things, not the worst thing he could have gotten rid of. Yeah, let's Impressed Cloud. Sure. And we're gonna move in... He's not doing any damage to me yet. Let's Volter Tentacle. Razor Greshu, I think that Storm's been in a wonky spot its entire life. I have never really thought that Storm was... Like, it's always just been weird to me. Maybe that's a me problem and not a Storm problem. It's probably a me problem. Alright. He's got an Abyss Hoarder. And he's got his own tentacle. What's he gonna do with his last action? A Nitro Hammer. Okay. Alright. And he still has that Ramparts out. I think I'm gonna Moonlight Burrower. Oh boy, that is a nice Abyss Sweet Hand. And let's get this second tentacle, so we have that in hand. I want to wait until his Ramparts has rotated out before I really do much of anything else. So I'm gonna draw 2. Alright, so now even if he does remove some stuff, I have my Necro Dreadling. I can get things back. I also have Ghostly Grasp, so that's even better. This... I feel like we're playing a mirror of the same deck with different heroes and just different styles. Except that he has to have the Nitro Hammer to be able to do 3 damage. Which actually... Like, his is a guaranteed 3. Like, he doesn't have an attack on his top right now, so that's actually... good, so... Alright, I mean... I have my ability to get stuff back, so let's do it. Let's do that. And then we're gonna defend. Oops, we're gonna actually click defend. Wish I could get some of my buff removal. Cosmo might be saying the exact same thing at this point in time. Alright. I feel like we're going to be in a battle of the who can tentacle each other faster. I have this mental image of like just pool noodles that are like painted to look like tentacles, and we're just flailing them around and smacking each other in the face with them. Ah, you got my tentacles. Oh well. Yeah. That's good. It's pretty nice. Alright, well, he has a Ramparts. I don't have removal of any sort. Might as well just pop down the Oracle and draw one and just... It's not gonna do anything for me this turn, but I have at most, like... He's gonna Nitro Hammer me. I'll hit for 2 there, 1 there. Oh, Warden of Time. Yeah, that's nice. And that's pretty good. Yeah. Ouch. Oh boy. Oh, tentacles are flailing and this is a mess. Alright. So, I'm at 14. I am going to be able to block pretty much everything he's got coming at me. I think let's draw a card with the Abyss Shade. A blacksmith. At least I can get this Skyrider out of my hand without using an action. And draw one more. Maybe I can get my buff removal, even though it's going to give him the Warden of Time tick. There are worse things that could happen. Yep. He's going to just slowly tick himself up. If he keeps using his Tempest ability. He's probably actually digging for his own buff removal. He's used 2 of his shadow puppets. I would assume he has Crazed Bomber, but he might not because he's playing a buff heavy deck himself. So that's a question to figure out. Alright, so his Ramparts expires next turn. We're gonna Ghostly Grasp to get the Tentacles and the Impressed Cloud. So then, unless he removes anything, I'll have Ghostly Grasp on top, which will allow me to play my Impressed Cloud, pop in 2 of my buffs. I should be able to do some shenanigans this next turn, but I have to hope he doesn't have any removal to be able to do my shenanigans. Okay. An Empowered Implant. That doesn't really bode well for me if he can get that to go, because I do not have any removal. Oh boy. So now I have a Vortex Plains. I think I play the Vortex Plains. So we're gonna Impressed Cloud. That's gonna heal me for 2. And we're gonna put in the Tentacle and the Plains. And then I still have 2 actions. We're gonna Abyss Tentacle, so I still have 2 actions again. We're gonna Mantix Volter, so I can draw a card. I'm gonna heal up a ton because of my Vortex Plains. All of these are elementals, so Vortex Plains makes it so that my elementals are getting bumped up. So now I have the ability to use 1 more ability, and that's game. Alright. Tentacle Mirror, I take number 1. Holy. I don't even know if I would have wanted to remove anything that game. That was awesome. Alright, so we're going to accept his rematch, and Cosmo and I have already decided that we don't care who goes first. We're just going to let the app decide. I actually don't even remember who went first in the previous game. Is that bad? No memory. Absolutely no memory. Okay. Hey look, Thunder Slugs. Those exist in my deck. Let's Mantix Volter, followed by a draw 1. Hey, Windows updates, I don't want you to update right now. That would be a terrible idea. Alright, so he's gonna Tempest. Followed by a Time Shifter into Blacksmith. Okay. Alright. Hey Razor Greshy, sorry for beating you with the Sky Slayer deck yesterday. Did not mean to do that. I mean, I meant to do it because I was playing ranked. I didn't mean the Q indies though. Alright, so I've got a Storm Conduit and a Flying Debris. Next turn, I may Flying Debris. Ooh, yuck. That's not nice. I don't want an Empowered Implant coming at me. But do I want to use a Thunder Slug on that? He doesn't have any of his items out yet. I think I have to Thunder Slug. He's got just as much damage potential that I do. So if I'm taking a hit down to 15 on, we're on like what? The third turn? Yeah, I can't take 15 next turn. I can't do it. Funny life story. When the app first came out, I didn't remember that Thunder Slug is a May ability because at what point would you not want to actually remove? So I was playing the app and I would play Thunder Slugs and then I'd be like, why are the buffs not removing? Yeah, you need to click them. This was like the first couple days of the app coming out, so it's not like I was a total noob. I was a total noob to the app, but then again, everybody was a noob to the app. Alright, so let's just use the Burrower. Let's see what we've got at the top. Dreadling, Vortex Plains, Abyss Hoarder. Oh boy, that's gonna make a rough next couple of turns. Let's grab the Abyss Hoarder. We're gonna grab a Vortex Plains no matter what. We're gonna grab 2 Vortex Plains, actually. So let's just... let's draw these 2, and then next turn we're gonna play Flying Debris using Storm Conduit. And then we're gonna draw 2. We'll just shuffle Storm Conduit back, because we're not actually ever really going to play Storm Conduit. Storm Conduit's super expensive. It's in there to be able to pay for my other buffs. Alright, so he Tempest, and he drew. I feel like he's digging just as much as I'm digging at this point. Might as well get some damage on him. Storm Conduit, and then we are going to draw 2 cards. Neko Dreadling and an Oracle. The Oracle will come in handy once he gets his Abyss Suite out. Razor Greshu. Bova does have a few scary decks, and that's not the scariest. Playing with him as my primary testing partner is not the most encouraging of events to have happen. It's very frustrating. Okay, so he has his Tentacle. He has his Shade Ripper. I don't believe he has his Hammer yet. I really wish I could look at his items on his turn. Let's just double check, make sure he doesn't have his Hammer. Nope, just the Ripper. Okay, so I'm at 28, he's at 19. Let's get the Abyss Shade out, just so we have something out there. And we're gonna draw 1. He has 7 cards in hand. Chances of him having buff removal is decent, so maybe I can bait out some buff removal right now. I don't necessarily want to bait the buff removal out, but at least it would get it so that I can keep myself in a decent spot. I don't necessarily want him to have the buff removal when I have my Tentacles and my Vortex Plains and everything else out. Alright, he's got his Ramparts. I wish Yukona Oracle had something on the first corner instead of X3. He still doesn't have his Hammer. I'm just gonna draw 2. Alright, there's a Tentacle, and there's another Hoarder. We're in a slightly better spot now. Alright. Thank you for the host, Razor Grass Shoe. I super appreciate it. I'd tell people to give you a Thunderfin salute, but that's like your thing. I don't have a thing. Okay, Dusk Talos. Is it Dusk Talon Assassin? Dusk Tallow? You're a Dusk something assassin. Dusk Talon Assassin. So now he's got a decent amount of cards in his hand. And he still has his ramparts out. So we're at 19 all. I'm gonna Abyss Tentacle. That'll get me an extra action. Play an Oracle and draw a card. So at least I'll be able to protect myself, not this upcoming turn, but the next 3 turns. Which will be good with my Therapeutic Eel if I want to use that, but I think I need to start... I might want a Therapeutic Eel to dig for more removal. He's got double tentacles, which is pretty rough right now. Especially since I only have the Shade. Oh boy, there goes my Shade. Oh, no, there goes my Oracle. Huh. Alright. I probably would have done the same. Oh boy. Let's see what I can get here. We're gonna defend ability. She jumping on Twitch for her last 2 games. Who? Is who jumping on Twitch for her last 2 games? Alright. So I got a Shade Ripper with that. That's not the best card I could have drawn. And... I'm kind of worried about where I am for life. I know that he's not... Does he have his hammer yet? No hammer still. Alright, we're gonna Oracle. Tentacles are flying from Cosmo. I have 1 tentacle. My tentacle's not flying. I haven't hit him with it yet. There's the Chrono Warper again with the Oracle. Again with the Oracle. That calls for an emote. I'm gonna just continue emoting at him. Alright, well, we are at the time of needing to start I need to start doing something. I'm gonna defend, see if I can get something else, draw a card, heal up a little bit. Alright, Ghostly Grasp helps. Okay, so it's not the best thing that I could have gotten, but it does help a little bit. What's in here? We've got... I could Ghostly Grasp my Oracles and my Thunderslug next turn. I don't know that I necessarily want to do that because I think I'm going to want to save it for when he gets my Tentacles in the graveyard. We're just going to draw another card. He's not really doing too much yet. Man, I wish I had Chrono Warper. Being able to rotate buffs to their final corner is A+. Is that a body morph? Things may have just gotten awkward. Yeah. I am casting my games with Cosmo. These are my games with Cosmo. What are you talking about, Razor Greshu? I'm very confused, Razor Greshu. These are my games with Cosmo. Okay. I'm super confused, but I also need to... Alright, how many cards do I have right now? 14 in deck. If I Therapeutic Eel, the chances of me getting a Thunderslug if I Therapeutic Eel are pretty decent. Or I could Ghostly Grasp and guarantee I get a Thunderslug. But then I'm still going to be getting hit with 5 from each of these tentacles, so a total of 10. And then if he has anything else to hit me, it's going to be even worse. But let's see. Oh no. It didn't switch over, so you missed the first game. Uh-oh. Oh no, Razor Grass Shoe. Well, I am recording it, so I'll post it. I need to make a decision, though, here. This is awkward. I can heal myself up for 1. It's super useful, right? Alright, we're gonna play the law of probability. I think. Yeah, we're gonna play the law of probability. Come on, Thunder Slug. These are not Thunder Slugs. That's a Thunder Slug! Okay, cool. Hurrah! RNG did not screw me over this time. Totally could have screwed me over and then I would have been hurting. I mean, I'm already hurting, but it would have hurt even more. Okay, so this upcoming turn, he still has ramparts. Well, actually, no, he won't. I've got a Thunder Slug. He's gonna have 2 buffs gone. Although the question becomes, do I... Oh, boy. Yeah, the question no longer... As much as I hate to say this, I think... No, not that. I think I get rid of the tentacles. I need to delay him a little bit. I don't know if he has a way of getting his stuff back right away. I don't think so. Oh, hello, sweet Abyss Weaver. Hello, Weaver, my old friend. I love you, and I love that you're in my hand right now. Amazing. Okay, so there goes the Weaver. And then we're gonna tentacle. He has a tentacle on top, so we're going to use my hero ability. Although he has a rampart, so I mean at least he'll get 1 damage. That was stupid of me. I mean I need the healing anyway. I can't. I need the Weaver and the Shade to heal me up. So next turn... Yes. Yes, Bova, that is exactly what I was singing in my head. Alright. So I think next turn I... No, not a Shadow Puppet. What are you taking? What are you getting rid of? A Tentacle and a Weaver? Oh, another Tentacle. Okay. Well... I'm at 9, he's at 24. I think we're just gonna... Shade. Ooh, an Impressed Cloud. That's fantastic. We're gonna... He has an attack on top. So let's just Folter. Draw some cards, get some health, do a little bit of damage. Get some spiciness rolling. That actually fits with the melody perfectly, Bova. I feel like you need to get into a recording studio and record that for the world. All right. So I think we heal up a little bit more. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is heal up just a little bit more. And then next turn, I'm going to play Ghostly Grasp to get my tentacles back. So we're going to Moonlight Burrower. Oh boy. Let's grab the I don't necessarily want any of these. Let's grab the shade. And then just to heal up a little bit more, we're going to play the shade. And fun fact, even though he has an attack on top, I can still trigger my ability. It's only going to deal damage if he has a last discarded card of not attacks, but everything else will still trigger because I am using an ability. Alright, so slowly ticking him down. We're in a better spot than we were. He still hasn't found his hammer, so I wonder how many cards does he have left right now? He has 11. Oh boy. Now... He still has attacks on top. Alright, we're gonna Ghostly Grasp. Yeah. This turn's a Ghostly Grasp. We're gonna use the Shade Ripper and one of the Dreadlings. Getting back Tentacle, Tentacle... Tentacle, Tentacle, Oracle? Or Tentacle, Tentacle, Shade? I think we... Tentacle, Tentacle, Oracle. Hopefully I don't regret that, but I have 2 shades out right now. So maybe that won't be a terrible thing. Okay. Necro Dreadling helps. Especially since I only have 8 cards left in my deck, so if I just keep drawing cards. I also could have gotten... Alright, there's his hammer. Okay, so things are gonna start hurting a little bit more. And there's a Ramparts. Oh, that's awkward. Especially since I don't have an Oracle out yet. He's used 1 puppet. Just 1 puppet. He has to have more puppets. Yeah, we're gonna... Impressed Cloud. Pulling out a Plains and an Oracle. And I'm gonna hold back a Tentacle, hoping that this is gonna make him want to use buff removal. But this will at least heal me up for 6. Thanks to the Vortex Plains. Get a little bit of health. Not really damage on him, but at least with my Plains out, I'll be doing slightly more damage to him. Oh, slightly. Very slightly. But he has to have more buff removal. He only has 1 of his... Okay. I think I need to Necro Dreadling to get some cards back. Alright, we're gonna... If I Tentacle, I can get 2 damage. from the tentacles. It's still not going to be doing very much, but at least it's going to heal me up. I also could just wait and hold back my tentacles until his ramparts is gone. How many ramparts has he played? 1. Alright, so this is just his second ramparts. I don't know if he would run 3. It's an interesting thought conundrum. Let's tentacle. Tentacle hoarder ability, I think, is the play. I think. Hooray! 1 damage! But at least 3 health. That's super important, is getting that extra health back. Can slowly ping them down. Not doing much of anything else, but a Shade Ripper. I don't need a Shade Ripper, but I do have a Sky Rider to throw the Shade Ripper at its face. Okay. Anti-magic pulse. Yep. All heroes' buffs are dormant. That's fun. Especially since... Yeah, I think since my buffs are dormant, we're gonna Necro Dreadling to heal for a little bit, get some cards back. Oh boy, what are we gonna get back? Definitely a Shade. And probably a Weaver, right? Weaver will give me more health immediately and then additional health as time goes by. The Shade will give me more damage, but we're gonna get the Weaver, and I want the Oracle as well. I think. I'm not gonna be playing any other combos. Yeah, we're gonna pop those back in. And then we're going to play the Sky Rider so we can start chucking things at his face, because Sky Rider has been freed for any of the people. Good game. No, no, not good game. No. No, don't kill me. What are you gonna do? What do you got? Yep, that's a good game. Followed by the well played. Oh boy, into game 3. Alright. On to game 3. Let's offer the rematch. Cowboy Hat Valor, this is a hardcore game. There are tentacles flying, and it's just... I didn't even get a chance to chuck him with my Sky Rider. Oh man, hey another Anon. Welcome, it's the final game, it's the final countdown. Alright, so we're in a slightly better place because I've actually started with my blacksmith in my hand. It's a nice thing to start your hand with. This is actually a pretty decent starting hand, all things considered. Oh man, and he started with his blacksmith too. Come on. RNG, you're supposed to be on my side. Lady Luck, you're supposed to help. You're supposed to love me, not Cosmo. And Cosmo's playing at like a super distinct disadvantage right now because it is 1:30. Actually, it's later. It is 2:15 in the morning where he is. So if he beats me, it just proves that he's a better player than I am, which I already knew. I already knew that. Cosmo's beast. Go slow and stall him out with exhaustion. The poor guy has to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning for work tomorrow. So at this point, he's gonna at best get like 4 hours of sleep. Should I feel bad for him? Maybe. Maybe. I'm just gonna draw my hand up a little bit. Are you trying to sing Baby Shark, Bovasaur? Bova, are you literally trying to sing Baby Shark right now? If you're... Or are you singing the final countdown? Yeah, you're trying to sing the final countdown. But anytime I see do-do-do's, it's just Baby Shark. Alright, well, we've got a little bit of stuff now. Let's just... I know that he has the thing to make my buffs dormant, so maybe instead of using the blacksmith to play the Skyrider, I'll just hold on to it and play the Skyrider by itself at some point to have a blacksmith to chuck at his face. But right now, we're just gonna pop... No, we're gonna draw a card. We're gonna draw one more. We're gonna get a cloud. Not the best thing to have. Especially since the only buff I have in hand is the super expensive one that I can't actually play. Let's see. Alright. There's his Hoarder. So I'm going to start seeing some of his Abyss Suite coming out next turn. I might as well start placing my Abyss Suite. We're going to pop a Shade. We're going to draw one. Okay, another Shade. Seems okay. Wish I had some Volters in hand. Being able to use that second ability in a turn is super clutch. Which is exactly why Cosmo has his Dusk Talon Assassins. I might want to actually add Dusk Talon Assassins into this. It's a good card. It's a good card that I forgot existed. So, let's play a Shade, see what I can draw. There's a Tentacle. I think I draw one, and then next turn I Tentacle Vortex Plains ability. Alright, well I have a Thunder Party that I can now play because of my Storm Conduit. Thank you, Storm Conduit, for allowing me to play my combos. The only reason why you're in the deck. And there's a Ramparts. So now the question is, I don't want a Tentacle Vortex Plains ability, because I'm just going to be playing into the Ramparts, and it's going to make my Shades just useless. I don't need the health at this point. I think I wait a turn and then Thunder Party. Maybe I can bait out some buff removal with the Thunder Party. I mean, I could play the Thunder Party right now, but it's not going to get me the greatest of value, because if he doesn't remove it, then I'm just going to be going into his Ramparts the whole time. So let's just draw. A Hoarder and an Oracle. The Oracle's good. It'll help me protect against some of his stuff. Some of his Tentacle Smacks. What are you digging for, Cosmo? You're digging for your hammer. Alright, well, so he has his hammer. I think I still stay the path. I'm staying the path. We're bringing the party. We are bringing the Thunder Party. So now he has to remove that. I know he wants to keep his removal for the tentacles. He doesn't have to do anything. He would be smart to do that. Oh, does he not have removal in hand? Are you digging for it? Our hand sizes are ridiculous. There's the puppet. Alright. Although he has 13 cards in his hand, chances of him having another removal is pretty high, and I don't have any of my recursion cards at this point. Well, let's just get some healing. Followed by moving in some lovely little buffs. Yes. Although he doesn't have, that was stupid. He doesn't have any of his tentacles out. Why did I do that? To delay him from putting his tentacles out, maybe? You guys, it is not 2 a.m. where I am. It's not. And I am making play mistakes. Look at that. I got him for 1. I got there. I got there. Oh boy. Can I blame this on the baby Bova? Oh, what are you gonna rotate? Good choice. I would have rotated that as well. Well played. Ouch. Alright, well at least he doesn't have a ramparts down anymore. I got that full value for my tentacle smack the last game. Or the last turn. Full value. Alright, there's a Necro Dreadling. I can get my planes back at least. And at least he can't actually hit me with anything at this point. He can heal himself up, but he's not going to be getting the little pings in. Alright, so this next turn, I think I just keep pinging him, so I think I ability draw. Unless I get something good with my Hoarder. So let's use the ability. I got a Volter. Okay. We're gonna play the Volter. Alright, there's his tentacle. Swap a buff in play for a discarded buff action card. This is going to be a Ramparts. Yep. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Ah, boy. If I had some buff removal, now would be a great time to use it. I think I Oracle and draw. Although he only has 1 tentacle out. And I'm at 33. I'm gonna draw 2. Yeah, I'm gonna draw 2. If there's anybody new who's joined since I started this match. This is this game. This is game 3 in my match against Cosmo in the Tavern Trials. And I think he had to completely change his deck because of the erratas that happened last week. Little did I know, or little did he know, that when he changed his deck and made it a Tempa's Tentacle deck, he'd be facing a Blacktail Tentacle deck. Alright, so I have a slug. And he's got a Ramparts. I think he only has the one slug. I'm kind of sitting pretty right now. I'm going to Skyrider just to get the Skyrider out. And then I'm going to draw. Okay, a Lightning Storm. I don't actually have the ability to play the Lightning Storm. But it exists. It is a card. I could chuck the Lightning Storm. Just chuck things at his face. Alright, he's got a Ramparts on its final corner. Just gonna draw. We're just gonna draw. And then next turn, we're gonna Mantix Volter, followed by Skyrider. I'm gonna chuck the Shade Ripper. Don't think he's gonna do anything wonky. Oh, and he's gonna play a Ramparts. Next turn, we're gonna Thunder Slug. I think I Thunder Slug the Tentacle. How many? One Shadow Puppet. He's only used one Shadow Puppet. He has 16 cards in his hand. I would almost guarantee that he has a Shadow Puppet in his hand and he's just waiting to get double tentacles. But I don't want to overextend. I really don't want to wait him out with this Ramparts. I kind of want to be able to get some damage in on him, so I think I slug his Ramparts. Yeah. We're gonna slug followed by slug the Ramparts, I think. I may regret that decision, but at least if he does removal, he's going to remove the slug instead of a tentacle. And then I have another tentacle in my hand. And then we're gonna Skyrider ability. Chucking the Shade Ripper. Oh boy. This is a lot of thinking, everybody. This is a lot of thinking. Anti-Magic Pulse. Okay. I'm not super upset about the Anti-Magic Pulse, except that it's going to give him a little bit of time to do some shenanigans. So he's going to draw a card at the beginning of his next turn. My buffs are dormant. I think I just keep the pressure up. We're going to Shade or Skyrider the Blacksmith. I'm not getting full value for the Skyrider, but at least I'm still doing the damage getting pressure on him. You know what he's doing. What is he doing? Is he gonna do something scary? Should I be afraid? Bova, if I should be afraid, then you should warn me about this prior to what he's doing. That's a lot of tentacles. Holy tentacles. Holy tentacles. Okay. What are you gonna take away? The slug and the tentacle? Solid choice. Probably would have chosen the same. And he's fixering. You have fixers in this deck? Oh boy. Well. Not dead. Still doing pretty well as far as health goes. Let's burrower. Now, I think I vortex planes. I think. I think I grabbed the vortex planes. Oh, so my buffs are dormant right now. They're not going to be next turn, though. Alright. His magic pulse is going to go away. His anti-magic pulse. Now, Bova says he knows what he's doing. Ouch. That's a lot of tentacle flailing. Yep. Oh boy. 9. And then he's obviously going to use his hammer again, but it's not going to kill me. That is awful. Ugh. Okay. I mean, it's not awful. It's actually really good. It's awful for me. It's really good for him. So... How many assassins does he have in his hand? He has all of his assassins in his hand. There's no way he doesn't have more assassins. Oh boy. I think I... He more than likely has a puppet in his hand as well. I think I... Abyss Shade, Abyss Tentacle, Thunderslug. Maybe. Go big, right? See if we can prevent at least a little bit of this damage. We're gonna take the middle one, because that middle one was looking at me funny. That middle tentacle. Didn't like the way it looked at me. Alright, there's the hammer. Oh, did I math wrong? Does he have me right now? Because Dusk Talon Assassin is 3 damage too. You guys. That first game went so well. There were so many tentacles flying. His deck is definitely tooled better than this one. These were super good games. Wow. Wow. And for those of you who want to know what Aaron says, or what Cosmo says, he also says, wow. Literally, his response is just wow. Wow, what a game, unlucky. Let's see. I don't know if you can see this, but his reaction is wow. Wow. And he says that was a close one. Super close. Those were some super good games. Wow, that was awesome. That was some of the best Lightseekers I've played in a long time.